Hey everyone, welcome to my new video. Today, we're ranking all the classes in Dead Rails and breaking down what makes each one stand out or not. So, without wasting any more time, let's jump right in. Alright, first up, we have, well, something that isn't even really a class. None. Yeah, for some reason, it's on this tier list. Pretty self-explanatory, you start with nothing. No special abilities, no nerfs, just a blank slate. This class is basically for complete beginners or absolute pros who want to challenge themselves. I'm going to put it in D tier. Next, we have Survivalist. It's actually useful in situations where you're low on health, and if you're not the best at landing headshots, you can still one-shot a zombie. But honestly, it's a bit too pricey for what it offers, which is why I'm going to put in B tier. However, I think that this class could potentially even be weak A tier. Now next is Ironclad. It's a pretty decent starter class, but it comes with a big downside. You get a 20% speed reduction. On top of that, it costs 100 bonds and is most expensive class in game. There's actually another class that does what Ironclad should have done, but we'll get to that later in the video. I'm going to put this class in B tier. Next we have High Roller. It's definitely one of my favorite classes, however I think that it is unbalanced and needs nerf. You can easily just avoid lightings by staying inside during storms. High Roller is amazing class, costs 50 bonds plus it gives you the ability of collecting money bags for 1.5 times more their original value. The only flaw is that you'll have to hide at stormy nights, but that shouldn't be much of a problem. I'm going to put it in well-deserved S tier. Next comes Arsonist. In my opinion, not so good class and nothing really special about it, but it's fine for its price. It's C tier. Next comes Conductor, a very nice class if you're playing with a friend or two, but on solo it's not as good as another 15 bond class we'll talk about very soon. Though the snake oils are a nice addition to a solo game, and it goes to C tier, but ahead of Arsonist. Next is Conductor, a very situational class. Without a ranged weapon you die very quickly since you're at half your health, though to make it even worse you don't even start with a melee weapon. Now onto the good sides. The Conductor is very good at making a game quicker with the fact that you start off with 2 coals and can drive the train at a faster speed. It's a very nice class for stuff like beating the game quicker and doing the pacifist challenge, but I think it's most useful when playing with friends and you have someone to take care of zombies and enemies. It goes to B tier. Next comes Miner, the class we mentioned when we talked about the Doctor class, an amazing class that spawns you with 2 coals, a mining hat, one of my favorite items, which also helps you see in the dark without a lantern or a torch and a pickaxe instead of a shovel. It's one of the best solo classes, but it's not as useful in multiplayer. It goes to B tier ahead of Ironclad. Next is Priest class. It spawns you with 2 crucifixes and 2 holy waters. The crucifix can help you in a situation where you're out of ammo and have to kill a werewolf. The holy waters are very nice since they help you defeat a horde of enemies and can also recharge Electrocutioner. It goes to B tier. Next is my favorite class, Cowboy. An amazing class that spawns you with a revolver, 48 ammo, and a tamed horse, a horse and a saddle sometimes, so I recommend you go into a house first so the horse doesn't run away. The class is amazing for early game. It can help with defeating outlaws and zombies in a town, so you can get enough money for a rifle. Only problem is that it costs 50 bonds. It used to cost only 35, which made it a lot better, and I will put it in a tier. Now remember when I said there was a class that did right what Ironclad did wrong? Well, I introduced the Alamo. The Alamo is a 50 bond class that spawns you with 3 metal walls, 3 barbed wires, and a helmet. Very nice stuff to have through the whole game. Except for the wires. The walls help a lot with incoming bandits or zombies throughout your early game. And if the walls weren't enough to help you with the bandits, you also have a helmet that helps you with protection. Overall, an amazing class too. Have for just 50 bonds, and it goes to B tier. Next is one of the best classes in game, Vampire. An amazing class that costs 75 bonds with the payback of your speed being increased by much more. Getting a vampire knife and increased melee damage with the only downside of you taking damage in direct sunlight, that you can recover the taken damage quickly from the lifesteal of your knife, and it's definitely S tier. Now, onto our last class. Some Dead Rails players might know it. It's the Zombie class. With the mediocre cost of 75 bonds, it gives you the ability to eat zombies for health, plus it helps you attract the enemies less. With the huge downside of not being able to use bandages or snake oils with the health get back from eating zombies not even being that big, for the fact that you can just use them as good fuel instead. It makes the zombie class one of the worst classes in the game, and I'm putting it on D tier. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please remember to like and subscribe. Bye.